Hi there, welcome and welcome back. Today, there are 4 tips for you before learning Cantonese. Number 1, do not worry too much about your accent. According to linguistics, they did some research and the data shows at least 80 to 90% of foreign language students are more or less having some accent while speaking or learning another language. So from the data we can see, it is very natural for people to have accent. Because our mother tongue will affect us a lot, especially when it comes to pronunciation. That's why you don't have to be too worried. Second, accent will last for a very long time, probably after 1 year or 2, or even longer. You don't have to carry it too much. As long as you are speaking with native speakers or people who are very good at this language, I'm sure, speak slowly, they will understand you very quickly. Number 2, do not spend too much time to correct your tones. Chinese languages, Mandarin, Cantonese, or other stuff, all of these are tonal languages. Yes, there are a lot of people telling you slight changes or differences will be able to affect the word meaning. But you have to know, when native people are listening to songs, we all understand what the lyrics mean. However, the lyrics never follow the tones, but we can still figure it out what it means. Most importantly, for daily conversations, mostly we speak sentences with other people. We do not speak just one character. That's why sometimes even if your tones are not that standard, or even if a bit weird, people can still understand you. You have to remember, as long as your sentences are longer, it's complete and grammatically correct, people will not have too many problems while talking with you. Number 3, pay more attention to conversations or dialogues. Some people might tell you it is good to read and recite vocabularies so that when you have enough vocabularies, you will be able to understand what people are talking about. No, first, vocabulary is not very easy to remember because words are pieces. When you have a lot of pieces in your brain, but when your brain receives other information, they will be easily destroyed. Second, people talk in sentences. When it comes to phrases or sentences, we need to make sure the phrase or the sentence is grammatically correct, or it's not a correct sentence. In that case, we need to pay attention to the order of the vocabularies and how to use different vocabularies to form different sentences. By reading conversations, you will also find it easier to remember because between sentences, all of these are connected together. Unlike other vocabulary pieces, you'll find them a lot easier to remember and it's not that time-consuming. Last but not least, number 4, pay attention to the order of the language. No matter what kind of language from Chinese language family you're learning, you have to be aware that it is very different from the order of other languages, especially Western languages. Sometimes you will see the order of phrases are switched. For example, in Western languages, time, places, these two are placed usually at the end of the sentences. But in Cantonese, usually these two are placed between the doer and the action. So sometimes to ask or to answer a question, you need to think about the order first. Usually, if the order is correct, then your sentence is correct. Thank you so much for coming, and that's all for my sharing for today. Check my previous posts for more interesting and useful learning resources.